Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Sarah, Orphan Criminal, and today we're talking about something serious and a little bit goofy. This video is going to be all about our favorite boy, Edgar Neri. If you're in the J fashion sphere, I'm sure that name just sent shivers down your spine, and I do apologize for that. Just a summary for those unaware, Edgar Neri is a guy who takes pictures off of Instagram and Reddit of general J fashion enjoyers and cosplayers, then crops them to only show the feet, then adds his hand overlaid on top of them, Exhibit A. He is also a self-proclaimed pedophile and zoophile. No, I am not making this up. He really did say this himself. Just a disclaimer, and I'm going to make this very clear, I'm not going to be poking fun at this man's handicaps. It is very evident that he has something going on with him disability-wise, and no, I'm not trying to be mean, it's just made very clear by looking at the pages that there's something else afflicting him. Again, this is not going to be making fun of him for his disabilities, and if you're here for that, you're really weird and maybe should click off the channel. Edgar Neri, sometimes known as Marco Diaz, is an interesting specimen. He doesn't speak in coherent sentences, at least that's what is known from his presence online. He has about 50 plus social media accounts across all of the platforms he uses, like Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn for some reason. That's just an estimate that I've come up with, but probably around 50-ish. Every time an account gets banned, another 5 pop up, so who really knows how many he has? He has a lot, and they pop up very frequently. His main account seems to be real.marco_Diaz. He last posted August 10th, it seems, and it was incomprehensible per usual. I believe it's a screenshot of his Instagram feed that he posted, but I'm not sure, as it could be something random, like a random collage of his interests or something. Going back to one of his older accounts, he appeared to be more coherent. He was posting things that were, compared to what he posts now, normal. School pictures, possibly friends, and a supposed girlfriend. I'm not saying he can't have a girlfriend, I'm just saying he's kind of weird, so who knows if he was just being a weirdo to her or not. He seems to have graduated on or around May 18th, 2017, which I assume either makes him 17 or 18 in these pictures. However, I found evidence that he may be 21 in these photos. I am not sure what is correct. I also found out that he finished middle school in 2006, so I'm leaning more towards 29. He hasn't lied about anything yet, so I'm going to assume the birthday on his Facebook is correct. Posted at the same time with someone else of interest, a little girl who we'll call Alyssa. Alyssa seems to be around 9 to 12 and is posted to his page a few times. I assume this is the little girl whose feet that he touches. Yes, I said that. He touches little girls' feet. It could also be a different little girl he posts about, who we'll call Abby, who looks about 7 to 10. So, to recap, we can assume that during this time period he was 21 touching little girls' feet, no older than 12, which, even if they were older than 12, it's still wrong and disgusting and gross. There's also a photo on his YouTube of a little girl he's holding the foot of, so no, he didn't Photoshop these and this is a real little girl. The creepy shit doesn't end there. Multiple minors in J-fashion communities have reported having their picture stolen by Edgar, cropped, and having had his hand photoshopped on them. Obviously, this doesn't necessarily mean he's a pedophile. Who really knows what he does with these pictures behind closed doors and why he is obsessed with the feet of children? On Instagram, a Beware account by the name of J Fashion Watchdog made a post about him before deactivating a year or so later in 2023. Edgar also has a negative standing and is exiled from multiple community. The aforementioned EGL and J Fashion communities, the Star vs. Forces of Evil community, which is where he gets his name Marco Diaz from, and the biggest one, the My Little Pony community. The My Little Pony community absolutely hates this guy, and there are multiple posts about him that circulate from time to time. He also harasses cosplayers. Not surprising. And it's mostly Princess Peach cosplayers, and then DMs them crazy shit. I couldn't find any photos of the DMs that he sent, since most of them were stories posted to Instagram, but he has been known to do this. Side note, he also posted this, which is objectively the funniest thing I've ever seen in my fucking life. Nothing tops Sorcerer Donald Trump. Moving on, Edgar seems to have doxed himself multiple times, posting pictures of friends and family along with their full names. He also shares the name of his high school frequently on multiple platforms, as well as his home address. The most I'll share is that he lived in Los Angeles and went to a high school for the disabled, and now maybe in San Francisco. So San Francisco peeps, keep an eye out for this guy, and don't let him be near you. Please don't go searching and sharing this information, even though he posted it. I'm pretty sure it's still a crime to share. What's happening now with Edgar Neri? Well, a few years ago, people were making police reports to try and have a caregiver contacted to try and keep him from doing these things. Though, not surprisingly, the police did literally nothing because they're the police, like I mentioned. These have been edited by Edgar himself, and I couldn't find the originals anywhere, so this is all we have. While I don't know for sure why he does these things, the deeper I go, the more I realize, the more likely it's for fun and pleasure. He's posted so many pictures of him just spamming people and touching the feet of underage girls. I truly believe this is for sexual gratification of some sort. And I know that sounds kind of obvious, but that's just what I gathered from this, if you didn't pick up on it already. It's sick, and it's fucked up, and I wouldn't really recommend trying to interact with him. Just ignore him and block him. If you made it this far, I want to thank you for sticking around. I know it probably wasn't easy hearing about the children he's harmed. There's a lot more to cover, but I honestly don't really have the patience for it. People who abuse kids, special needs or not, are disgusting pieces of shit who should be tortured, and I can only stomach so much of it. My heart goes out to those 2 little girls, and I hope that one day they can get the help they need and maybe press charges against Edgar. Thank you so much for watching, y'all. Take care of yourself, and have a nice day as you can after hearing this. This is Sarah, or Filled Criminal. See you in the next one. Red patent, squeaky toes, wiggling shoes, play, pedophilia, zoo, necro with shoes, Princess Peach and Princess Daisy and Rosalina and Pauline Meyer and all princess girls, Enchantia, Royal Kingdom, Mushroom Kingdom, and all girls' beautiful shoes fan, please to touch his modified shoes. Please, all girls, and Princess Peach and Princess Daisy and Rosalina and Pauline Mayer. Please, yes, please, to Candid Wiggle, wiggling, wiggly, pop, popping, pop, up to rubbing toes. Feet, flats, all over the bottom, feet, shoes, please.